Hello, all, and welcome back to another episode of the GameTimeCT Staff Pick'ems podcast. I'm your host, Pete Paguaga, and as always, I am joined by Sean Patrick Bowley. What a week we just had in Week 10, Sean. 3 10-0s, a lot of 9-1s, and not a lot of shifting in the overall results there.
AJ Siegel, curse you. Curse you, North Bradford. Shook my faith against Valley, and they repaid me in kind by knocking off Morgan. Everyone else, though, picked right. Oh, well.
Yeah, that North Brantford win over Morgan cost I think it cost 3 of us or 4 of us a 10-0 record and made 3 other people go 10-0. That might hurt us down the road there, Sean.
Yeah, I hope. I hope not. I hope I have enough, fortitude and insight that I can pick correctly and overcome this little setback.
Yeah, so obviously overall right now we've picked 100 games so far, so we're at the century mark. Sean Barker still leads the way with 74 right. He's up 1 on Dave Stewart, up 2 on Mike Fornabayo, up 3 on Sean Bowley, and then everyone else is a little bit further behind. So here's how we're going to do it. We have the Week 11 picks right now, okay? This will be coming out on Thursday. Then next week, we will have the Week 12 picks will be a part of the Meat Grinder episode. Okay, it's the Thanksgiving Super Palooza episode where we'll have the Meat Grinder with the playoff scenarios, and then we're going to go right into the picks. That will have 20 games. Okay, and then after that, the playoffs will be integrated into the Meat Grinder. So this will be the last solo Pick'ems podcast of the season. Right? Are we doing the Thanksgiving is combined, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not crazy. Yeah, so this is the last solo Pick'ems of the season, and that means we're going to rip through it very quickly. Sean, are you ready?
If I'm not, it's too bad, I guess. Let's go.
All right. We are going to start in the CCC with the Mayor's Cup. Conard at 1-8. Going across town to Hall, who is 6-3 in the Mayor's Cup. It's like this fun Thanksgiving rivalry that happens a week before. Amazingly, a Thanksgiving game not being played on Thanksgiving. Very cool. Sean, who do you like in this one?
Pete, I like Hall in this one. I mean, Connor's just really struggled. I was kind of shocked at how much they struggle. Hall's been very good. Looks like they're not going to make a playoff spot, which tough luck, I guess. But even 6-3. But I think they complete it. I think they win this Mayor's Cup. Speaking of all the people out there who might have wanted some sort of compromise on Thanksgiving, the Mayor's Cup, Hall versus Conard, has always been played the weekend before Thanksgiving. So did Amby Seymour. So maybe that's a possibility for you guys out there. All right. Nobody up here. All right. Forget it. Forget I asked. Forget I said something. Jeez. You try to come up with an idea and get crap. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll go with Hall.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go with Hall, too. This game's always great, though. I mean, how many times does this game come down to the final field goal or the final minute? Like, this game's always good, but I think Hall is going to win it this year.
We're going to
throw the records out. We're going to say that.
There have been a lot of records being thrown out. There's a trash can full of records this week.
We're going to throw out the records of 40 teams next week at the Thanksgiving games. I'm just telling you.
Let's go. I'm sure there's a lot more than that one further.
All right, well, maybe next year they'll want to keep those because they'll go to the playoffs. All right, we're going to go to the CTC. We got this is a very good one. We got ATI 7-1 going on the road to play Bullard Havens, who's 7-2. ATI's got Bullard Havens, and then next week they got Northwest United in the CTC. 2 great coaches in Chris Pace and Derek Lewis going at it in a massive CTC game. This one has kind of torn me up a little bit, but I am going to go with Bullard Havens. I like Bullard Havens in this one. Sean, is this ATI? Is it Bullard Havens? Who do you like?
I'm going to go contrarian. I'm going to go with ATI in this one. Sorry. I know I'm going to get a ton of hell for that, but I'm going to go with ATI just because you went with Bullard Havens. I got to, take an opposite position. So there you go. That's the only reason. Although, listen, this game's going to be great. No matter what you cut it. I'm glad that, they still play these type of games in the CTC. This is what you play for, so go get them, guys. But I'm going to go with 18.
All right, we're going to go to the ECC. We got 2-6 Waterford going on the road for an in-conference game to Hartford to play Weaver, who's 1-7. Not a great year for both of these teams, but a good opportunity to either grab your third or second win of the season. Sean, who do you like in this one?
I know Weaver surprised me by beating, given all their, again, they didn't have a coach until like a week into the preseason, Weaver. They still managed to beat Montville, which is not bad. So, you would think maybe they get 2 wins here. I don't think so. I think Waterford is maybe still just a little bit better than them this year. I'm going to go with the Lancers.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Waterford. Hopefully it's you guys have a good movie for the drive. All right. To the Pequot we go. We got Granby Canton, 8-1, going on the road to Hartford to play the SMSA Co-op, who's also 8-1. This is a tough one. Every week I feel like we have Granby on this thing. Almost every week. Every week I pick Granby, or I pick against Granby, and I get it wrong. So I don't really know what to do here. Like, do I pick Granby? That means SMSA is going to win. If I pick SMSA, that means Granby's going to win. I mean, that's just the way my season has gone. So, with that said, I am going to go with Granby Canton in this one. I really do think that they might be the best team in the Pequot, one of the best teams in the Pequot. SMSA, great season. Donnell Smith is doing an awesome job.
Awesome.
His first year as the head coach there, obviously was a long-time assistant. But I'm going to go with Granby Canton in this game. Sean, who do you like?
I'm going to go with SMSA just because they're the home team here. But, I think they burned me once already. So I don't want them to burn me twice. And Granby, they're already used to me, burning me. So, whatever I do here is irrelevant. I'm going to go with SMSA.
All right, to the SCC we go. Now, this game would be great to play on Easter. We have 2-6 Fairfield Prep going on the road to play 2-6 Notre Dame West Haven. I can say that. I went to St. John the Baptist. All right, Sean, who do you like in this one, the Jesuits or the Green Knights?
Let's play on Easter. Yeah, the cat. Yeah. If God's on our side, who's on theirs, right? Well, that's a great question here. But Fairfield Prep, I just feel like Fairfield Prep, victim of their schedule. You could say that about Notre Dame too, but I think Fairfield Prep is just a little bit better than Notre Dame this year. I think it's just the guy. They've been in a lot more games, been a lot closer, and plus they also have a playoff berth to play for. They need to win this game to set up a game versus West Haven for possibly getting in. Not quite. They're going to need help, but getting in at 4-6, which would be great. I'm going to go with the Jesuits.
Yeah, I'm going with Fairfield Prep here. I think they're so talented. This is a victim, like you said, victim of their own schedule. And Notre Dame is rebuilding. I've seen both of these teams. I like Fairfield Prep in this one. All right.
I've seen neither of these teams, which is
you saw Prep.
Did I? Oh yeah, week 1. Never mind.
I'm leaving that one in. All right, it's been a long year. All right, we got another CCC matchup. A couple of conferences are just flat out off this week. So we got a couple of we're not keeping the full conference thing because some conferences are off. We got to fill out the board. So our next one is a CCC game. We got Manchester, who's 6-2, going on the road to play East Hartford, who was 4-5. Manchester, awesome season. Sean, you saw them. You liked them. They got some dudes, you said. I'll tell you this. Manchester's playing Tier 2 in the CCC. East Hartford playing that Tier 1 schedule. It is a different animal. For that reason, I'm going with East Hartford, mainly because of their tougher schedule, but also in my 7 years here doing football, I've gotten more previews back from East Hartford than I have Manchester.
Yeah, you know what? You convinced me. I'm going to go with East Hartford too, P. I'm going to go with the Hornets. I have seen Manchester. They do have some dudes. They don't quite have a burner though. I mean, the quarterback's good. I think he's pretty solid, and the receivers are good, but they don't have that one guy like East Hartford does. East Hartford's Draven Roberts can do it all, and if you're not careful, you're gonna have to outscore them, like New Britain did last week in order to survive them. No, if Manchester could do that, I'm going with the Hornets.
All right, we have an alliance game this late in the year. New Fairfield 3-5 going all the way on the road
That
to Windham to play the 6-2 Whippets. I mean,
this was a continuation game. I don't even.
yes,
Where are they? And did they even get a playoff in this game? I don't even.
I
know.
have no idea, but it was on the schedule, so I threw it on.
Why not?
This is not a fun drive for New Fairfield at
That's
all.
Fourth time they've made it.
Um,
We're going there twice. Third time they've made it. They played out there.
Sean, who do you like in this one?
I am going. Oh, geez, off one because Windham. Where were you against New London? My guys. I thought you said come out to the New London game. We're gonna show out, and you got shown up. But you know, I'm gonna go with the Rebels. They play in a little bit of a tougher league, and it's a little. I'm just gonna go with them. I'm just gonna go with the Rebels. You make me go out there for three days. I'm gonna be ticked off. I'm gonna wanna beat somebody up, push somebody around. I think the Rebs are all in on that before they head into the Candlewood Cup. Rebs.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Rebels as well. Long drive, but I think once they, shake, stretch a little bit, get the legs going, they'll be fine.
No, blood pressure is going to rise with every mile.
Yeah, probably on a yellow school bus too. Ugh. All right, we got a SCC game, which was once a Tier 1 versus Tier 3 matchup, is now just a Tier 2 matchup. Though Sheehan did beat them last year. We got 7-1 Daniel Hand going to Richatelli Field to play the 5-3 Titans. If you remember last year, this game was played earlier in October. Sheehan won. We all picked Hand, and Sheehan sent us that great video of the board on their locker room, and they were going nuts after the championship. After they won, which was really cool. But different teams this year. Hand going to Sheehan. Look, you're not going to find a bigger supporter of the Titans and what Coach Faraji does there. But I'm going to go with Hand on this one. Daniel Hand is really good. Despite how poor their schedule is, this team can play. Coach Becker does such a good job there of getting them to get up for every game. I'm going with the Tigers in this one. Sean, who do you like?
Are we still working on a shutout there? Shutout streak in Hand? They didn't play last week, did they? No.
Nope.
No, so they have not given up a point since week 2.
They have not given up a point in full games because they played prep in overtime, and there's no time on the clock in overtime. So it's been full games since they have not allowed a point.
Yeah, week 2. That was it. That was the last time, and it's been a season in SEC Tier 2. Do they do an emergency meeting and move them up to Tier 1? A year ahead of schedule. Please, I hope so. This is insane with the SEC, what the SEC does. But with that said, I think Sheehan will break the shutout streak. Is that part of the picks? Can we pick
that? That is not. No, this is not a parlay.
I don't get a parlay. I don't get a spread. I think they break that. I think they score, but I also think Hand wins this game going away, and then they move on to Guilford. But Hand gets into the playoffs, beats Sheehan, despite Rosacci and those guys. They might have to send us another, video because I don't who's gonna pick Sheehan here. I don't know. I'll see. But there you go, Pete. I'm gonna go with him.
All right, we got two more. We got two good ones to wrap up. We got in the CCC, we got Bloomfield. They will either be 8-0 or 7-1 by the time you hear this. They are completing their game against Tallinn on Monday. We are recording on Sunday. And they are going on the road to play Windsor, who is 8-1. They played last year. Bloomfield beat Windsor to knock them out of the playoff spot. Sean, you were at that game last year, and because of that, you get to pick first on this one.
Oof. Yeah, this is going to be a tough spot because Bloomfield's going to be playing on Monday night to resume their Tallinn game. And then and that's going to be it. This is it. This, like you said, not going to be for all the marbles like it was last year. But, I love the way Windsor's playing right now. And I know the Bloomfield's got the Kerr twins, and the quarterback's great. Windsor, man, really has been playing well, and this is a real grudge match. On Windsor's turf now, I'm going to go, and they have the guys to kind of play with them. I'm going to go with the Warriors.
Yeah, I picked Windsor to win a state title when this season began, so I'm going to pick them to win every game that we put on the board for them. So I'm going to go with Windsor on this one, end the regular season on a high note, and get ready for the playoff run, for the championship run. All right, and the last one, I love this game. We got look, if we're going to keep Thanksgiving, I'm cool with this game getting played every year because both of these teams needed Thanksgiving opponents, and that's Shelton coming in at 7-2, going to Wilton, who's also 7-2, and EJ D'Annunzio and Mike DeFelice are like both friends of the program. Both have been on the show. I love this matchup personally. That said, this is not an easy pick, and Wilton balled out last week against Fairfield Ludlow, but a 6-3 Fairfield Ludlow is a lot different than the schedule that Shelton plays. And I know that Wilton played New Canaan really well. I was at that game. They took them to overtime. Shelton beat New Canaan earlier in the year. Those were like 7-8 weeks apart. I'm throwing those right out the window. I'm just going based off of what I've seen. And I'll tell you this, Shelton is really good, and I am going to go with the Gales. Despite how well Wilton's playing, I think Shelton's one of the better teams in the state, and I'm going to go with the Gales. Sean, who do you like?
Pete, if I went against Shelton here after the solid they did, beating North Haven a few weeks ago after I put my all in, I went all in on the Gales. If I went against them now, I would never hear the end of it. Going with the Gales. Guys, take care of business. You know, we're buds now, right? Got to take care of business. Make sure I don't get egg on my face for this one. It was a little touch and go there last week against Xavier before, Taylor had the pick off and carried everybody down the field and set that game up. But I'm going to go with the Gales here to wrap up probably a home game, right? In the Class AA, maybe? We'll see. I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, I think all of Shelton is now really bad. Everyone at Porky's is throwing their phones against the wall because I have cursed them once again. I am the kiss of death for Shelton, unfortunately. But please, Shelton, go out and win so I can be on your good side again. I'd really appreciate that. All right, so that's it for the picks for today, for week 11. And we are going to be back in like 4 days. Like, I'm pretty confident the meat grinder / picks is going to go up Monday, the 20th of Thanksgiving week, at the latest Tuesday, the 21st of Thanksgiving week. So you're going to hear from us very soon. That episode is going to be 20 games. 20. So really, whatever happened in the regular season kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's put up or shut up time.
That's right.
Go time. It's gut check time. Let's go.
I forgot who I was talking to, a couple of guys at Cheshire. I don't think I've ever finished in the top 5. Like, ever.
I have. I did last.
Yes, you definitely have. I get in trouble around Thanksgiving, and I get in trouble in the semifinals. Because I did really well in the quarterfinals one year, and then I got real cute, and I'm like, oh, this will be fun if this team wins. And I think I went something like, I got like 3 right in the semifinals last year. So I just torpedoed myself. All right, well, that's it. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Enjoy this week. Everyone stay healthy, right? Because we got Thanksgiving, and then we got the playoffs, and, you're going to have to play so many games in so many days if you want to win a state title. So, I'm Pete Paguaga, for Sean Patrick Bowley. We will hear from you in like 2 days.
Peace.